Up in the ring, Boyd Pierce, ready to introduce this event. Let's pick him up.
On the Texas Middleweight Championship, 2 out of 3 falls with a 1 hour and 5 minutes. Introducing first on our right in the white corner, the equalizer and former Texas champion, Valentine, brother Johnny Valentine, at 225 pounds for Washington, Dale Valentine. Here comes the ring in the left corner, holding the Texas heavyweight belt, 65 and he is the championship from New Mexico, Bruiser, Brody.
So up in the ring, battling for the Texas State Heavyweight title. Now, Bruiser Brody has held that belt only since last Sunday. This is Friday, and he has been champion since Sunday. And the manner in which he won the title from Dale Valentine in the Summit on Sunday was open to question. As a matter of fact, the fact that Dale Valentine should not have been counted down was repeated over and over and over and over again to fans at the Summit on the giant telescreen up at the end of the building. And there was little doubt about it. That was the reason for this return match between Big Bruiser Brody and Dale Valentine. Now, Dale Valentine, managed by his brother Johnny, overcomes much of the deficiencies in size and weight and perhaps strength with a certain Valentine kind of toughness, and by the knowledge instilled in him by his brother John. Not only the knowledge, that's just part of it. The other part happens to be the determination that John has put into his brother Dale, and the same kind of a determination that John himself has exhibited on so many occasions. So it's Big Bruiser Brody hanging on to the head of Dale Valentine. And this 325-pounder has a great future ahead of him with that size of his. As soon as everything falls in place, he is definitely going to be one of the nation's leading heavyweights, or super heavyweights if you will, but there are no classifications beyond heavyweight in the wrestling ranks. Sometimes there should be, with so many 350-pounders around, and with Andre the Giant and his 400 and more than 75 pounds. When you get up to 475, it doesn't matter whether you are an extra 25 or 30 pounds. So Bruiser Brody catching it from Dale Valentine, who has opened up the rough wrestling in this match with a few of the Valentine trademarks. And now with that side headlock, he might be able to squeeze Big Frank Brody closer enough to cause him problems. Dale looking over at John Valentine, catching a signal from him. And he whipped him over nicely. Man down is Big Bruiser Brody, and the count that time was 1 and then 2. Well applied side headlock. Hanging on, watching closely Danny McShane, and hanging on is Dale, and that's what you do in a side headlock. There are several positions in which you can force the leverage, and then others in which you just hang on and follow every move that your opponent makes and let him carry you around the ring, carry your weight. Bruiser Brody with a nice move, but he didn't duck that second time. Dale whipped him over hard and solidly that time. So it's side headlock for Dale Valentine. Anxious, eager to regain the Texas State title. And you see the Bruiser that time used his tights as a handle, rolled him over and stood him on his shoulders. And Bruiser, with that weight of his and that size of his, is able to muscle up into place and take Valentine almost wherever he wants him. Side headlock, and Bruiser looking for something to do with Dale Valentine. 5 minutes have gone by. Valentine now broke that beautifully, and here is the Bruiser. First blows he has laid in there, but he's got to lay him in and lay him in hard. Shoulders close. Brody in danger of being pinned as Valentine gets his weight up there high on the body of Bruiser Brody. Brody looking around for something to grab, a nose, an ear, a chin. And Dale Valentine, putting the headlock on, gets closer and squeezes just a little bit harder in there as he keeps Bruiser Brody, with the very pressure of the side headlock, from rising up to his feet. He hip locked him nicely, and he landed solidly. And here is Bruiser. Ooh, man, a charge in there and a driving landing into that turnbuckle, and nobody, not even Bruiser Brody, is going to catch it that hard in the shoulder and come up without feeling it. Front headlock for Dale Valentine. Pours it to him. Now the headlock taken from the front, of course, gets a different pressure. He's got him bent over there and bent over well. You can see as it goes along the jawbone. He twists that head as he pulls up on it. There he comes around again. And you can see that jawbone following right alongside the forearm, and ooh, as he comes around, he turns it. And I want to tell you, that's one of the things that makes you wonder why you ever got into wrestling in the first place. And you do a lot of thinking at a moment like that. So Bruiser Brody grabs the rope for protection. That's a big shoulder. Brody, with all that confidence that 325 pounds can give you, just manhandles Dale Valentine. Now remember, Dale Valentine is a heavyweight, and there is no difference in size. It's a big foot. big foot and a solid, heavy boot. Watch Valentine. Hold him and hit him. Whether you hold him by the beard, or hold him by the neck, or hold him by the tights, you got the same effect. You hang on to him so he can't go with a punch, and you lay it in there. Slide off his nose. Dale Valentine on top. As Brody comes in, he grabbed that head and he reached in there, and from where I sit, it looks like he bit him right across, right on the eye. Outside, and a hard landing on the concrete that time. 10-minute mark, and Dale Valentine splashes on the concrete. Outside is Bruiser Brody walking around now, heading for the opposite side of the ring, heading for Dale Valentine if he can make it. And Valentine made it. He got right around there and grabbed Brody, where it was Brody who was thinking of doing the grabbing. That pounding is pounding into a 325-pounder, and it doesn't budge him very much. And as he goes for the crotch hold and the lift, he never got the slam because big Bruiser Brody just dropped his center of gravity by going down onto his knees, and no one could have lifted him out of that position. Dale Valentine found his target, and he's preparing him for the kill here with that drop, that guillotine drop that was invented by John Valentine and passed along to his brother. And as he comes in here, he manages to do it again. We could have a fall. There it is, and it's a fall for Dale Valentine on big Bruiser Brody. It goes to Dale Valentine, but this is the first fall of a 2 out of 3 fall match. We'll be back here in a moment after we have this word from the studio. The second fall of this event for the Texas heavyweight title. The newly crowned champion won it on Sunday, defending it by official order on Friday night, and the man from whom he won it is now on his knees. So it's big Bruiser Brody, Texas state champion, trying to pound Dale Valentine into submission. And this is the kind of tactic that will be toughest for Valentine to do anything about. The size, the weight, and the tremendous bruising power of Bruiser Brody. So Brody may have lost the first fall, but Brody is now in a better position than he has been since the match began. Losing that first fall seemed to have awakened some of that latent killer instinct in Brody, and he has it, but he doesn't always make it the prime factor in a match. And there he is right now to prove that he still got it, to chomp down on Dale Valentine. Valentine trying to fight away with those wallops and the whiskers to overcome the size disadvantage, but it's a tough one. This is a big man. This is a tough man, and this is a body slam. Oh! On top, Bruiser Brody, but you got to hold him down. When you hold him down, you got to have that 3 count before anything can be done about it. So Valentine switches, gets in the advantageous position and lowers the boom. And ooh, how that foot can lash out and how it covers a lot of territory. And now he's using the rope, as you can see, to turn that into a stranglehold with the rope up against Valentine's throat and the half Nelson put in there to also utilize the rope. But if you get into a kicking match with Bruiser Brody, you're going to lose it. He's got more equipment, got those huge legs. Tremendous size to his thighs, and now as Valentine obviously makes some inroads with those wallops of his, these fans start to holler for him to knock Bruiser's head off, and it's a pretty tough job. So nutcracker by Dale Valentine, and this is the first time he's had Bruiser on the canvas in this fall. Here he goes for the same maneuver, a nutcracker. On top, Dale Valentine. Not quite. And he hit him, but he glanced off of him and down onto the floor, and he almost flattened our photographer, Miss Alice Marie Nelson, who was trying to get a picture of what was happening and might have gotten the best picture of her career. Might have shortened her career, too. Crotch hold and a slam, but he used it with that whirling around motion, much like an airplane spin, and Bruiser Brody has come up with the equalizing fall. So with falls even, we tell you we'll be back here again for the third and deciding fall after we have this word from the studio. We hit that bell to start the third and deciding fall of this battle for the Texas State Heavyweight title. Remember, Bruiser Brody carried the belt into the ring. Dale Valentine had it until last Sunday, lost it to Bruiser in a disputed 1 fall match. This one is for 2 out of 3, and it's Valentine now who is doing the pounding. He lost the second fall. He won the first fall in good fashion, but he has got to win this one. It boils down now to a 1 fall battle, with Bruiser Brody trading back and forth and pounding away. And here's a punishing individual. This is a tough man to handle. And Valentine is handling him at times, but when he misses the handle, he catches it. But this is the same story of all of Brody's opponents, and right now it's the story of Irish Danny McShane, who has been clobbered on the jaw, and he is disqualifying Dale Valentine for clipping him on the jaw, and an unpopular decision by Danny McShane, who has taken offense at being clobbered. The Texas State title still belongs to Bruiser Brody. We'll be back here in a moment after we have this word from the studio.